reporting, somebody that would win any beauty contest, Kinsey Schofield. Hi, Kinsey.
Mark, it's just not a Mark monologue without props, and I really appreciated the vacuum cleaner today.
What do you mean props? It's great to see you. Now, listen, we've got lots of stories to get through in regards to the United States. Can we talk about your leader, the President of the United States, who has been speaking, and I use the term loosely, in Egypt? Take a look at this.
In fact, the International Energy Agency recently concluded that our significant climate investment will, quote, help turbocharge turbocharge the emerging global clean energy economy.
And this is a man who wants another 4 years in the White House. I'm not sure he can manage 4 days, Kinsey, without being unkind.
That is me after bottomless mimosas. I mean, what was he even attempting to say? He did say he's planning on running again in 2024. And to his critics, he said, "Watch me." That was his reaction when he was challenged on that 2024 run. Watch me. I do think people are nervous, but honestly, Mark, if it's between Joe Biden or Meghan Markle for Democrat, for a Democratic election in 2024, I'm going to be one of those people coming over on floats that you guys are always complaining about. It's going to be me and my 4 dogs coming up the channel.
We'll take you in a dinghy anytime, Kinsey. Has the halo slipped for Donald Trump? Do you think that Ron DeSantis is now breathing down his neck? Or is the orange one going to declare, and does he win the next election?
I do think he's going to declare, but I think that the party really prefers a DeSantis run. DeSantis he's got that proven track record. He's extremely respected. And, we've seen what happens when bad stuff hits the fan in Florida. It's organized, it's taken care of. And I do think that Donald Trump doesn't do himself any favors by being critical and attacking DeSantis. I think he finds himself creating more enemies in the Republican Party by doing that. So if I were to advise him of anything, I'd say lay off DeSantis. Biden gives you plenty of material to work with.
Can we talk about Jennifer Aniston's eggs?
Sure. So Jennifer Aniston of, Friends fame, one of the few that really went on to become a super duper megastar. She has recently opened up to Allure magazine about pursuing IVF. And the reason that this was exciting to people that, stay on top of Jennifer Aniston news is because for years we heard that she was so selfish in her career and did not want children. And she was blamed for Brad Pitt leaving her for Angelina Jolie because she didn't want to have children, when in fact, behind the scenes, we're now learning that she really struggled with IVF, with, she says, weird Chinese teas. And that was a hard narrative for her to keep quiet about, how she was this selfish career woman that didn't want to give anybody children. She says she wishes somebody would have told her to freeze her eggs. But she does say that she has zero regrets.
She's a very talented comedy actress. Is she popular still in America?
Yes, absolutely beautiful. She's just one of those personalities that is really never steps a foot wrong. Very just charming and wonderful.
Oh, well, there you go. It's like Kinsey Schofield all over again. Can we talk about an American fugitive found in the UK?
This is such a strange story, Mark. His name is Arthur Knight, but he goes by Nicholas Rossi. No, his name is Nicholas Rossi, but he goes by Arthur Knight. That's how I know it. This is so confusing. He was discovered in a Scotland hospital, and Nicholas Rossi, he was convicted of rape and sex assault, and apparently went off to Scotland, changes his name, but was discovered in a Scottish hospital with the same tattoos and fingerprints as Nicholas Rossi, even though he's claiming to be Arthur Knight. night. And he claims, Mark, this is the greatest excuse I've ever heard, that while he was in this Scottish hospital, somebody actually gave him the exact same tattoos as Nicholas Rossi because they're setting him up. That's totally legit. But within the next few months, I believe in March, they're going to determine whether or not he's going to be extradited to the United States of America. But a very interesting case to follow.
Yes, indeed, a fascinating one. That really could be a Netflix doc in the making. Speaking about real-life drama, on the set of a recent film, Alec Baldwin, the Hollywood actor, accidentally shot dead his camera woman, his director of photography. Now he has filed a lawsuit against some of the crew.
This is one of the most unique ways I've ever seen somebody try to distance themselves from manslaughter. Alec Baldwin suing multiple members of the Rust crew. And truly, I think this is solely PR. He is trying to say, look, it's not my fault. He's desperate for people to think it's not his fault. When the reality is he is still under criminal investigation for the death of Helena Hutchins. And so, they did settle that civil case, and Helena's husband is now an executive producer on the Rust movie, which they're continuing to make. But right now, yes, Alec Baldwin suing multiple crew members of on the Rust production set because he just is trying to distance himself from this murder. I mean, manslaughter or not, the woman died.
Yeah, tragically so. Kinsey, it's always the highlight of Mark Dolan's Saturday Night In that you join us live from Hollywood, California. I get emails about you every week, and so it's always a thrill. We'll see you a week today. Kinsey Schofield, check out her